Hi, this is Bethany Marshall from Morgan James Publishing, and today I'm speaking with our author, Dr. Adam Meadows. Hi, Adam. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here, and thanks for spending a few minutes talking about your new book launch, and congratulations on the launch of A Prescription for Living with Purpose. Wow, what a powerful title.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been an exciting year, and glad to be on the other side of the book writing process at this point.
I imagine so. Yeah, I'd love to kind of just ask you some questions about your book and your journey with writing it. So, could you first maybe answer what inspired you to write this book?
Yeah, I would say this was an extension of my kind of personal development process. Um, Starting about 4 or 5 years ago, I got really inspired from inspirational writing and other authors who I read, and really, started in a more purposeful way my own kind of personal development journey. And it was a nice parallel to my professional work. I work as a psychiatrist, and so I work with all types of people that are struggling with mental health challenges and depression, anxiety, and just life issues. And so I've been inspired by a lot of my patients along the way, and their stories of their recoveries and what they've overcome, and also what I found helpful in my kind of personal journey, and really felt called to put that into writing. And so back a few years ago, started the writing process and got more serious about it back in 2018. And here we are now with the book in life form.
Amazing. Yeah, so exciting to see that come from, an idea and then the writing and then editing and the whole process. I know a lot goes into it. So, could you talk to us a little bit about why the message of your book is particularly relevant during these times, these challenging times in particular? I mean, the title alone is, a prescription for living with purpose. And I think there's a lot of good, amazing content in your book that can really help people through these challenging times. So, could you talk to that and just speak to how the message of your book is particularly relevant right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's been a lot of surprises and unexpected events of 2020, to say the least. I remember conversations I had with family and friends at the end of last year, planning our New Year's resolutions for 2020, and lots of excitement and anticipation for what the new year was going to bring. And shortly thereafter, here we are getting news about coronavirus and economic impact, and then subsequently, political issues, social justice issues, and really a lot of stress and strain this year. And I think, one of the things that this pandemic and this year has highlighted is the need for hope and the need for connection. And so, that was one of the primary aims of my book, is helping to restore hope and foster connection both internally and with other people, and using that really as a tool for how people can navigate some of the challenges and pitfalls and just uncertainty with what this year has brought. I know for a lot of people, they've experienced loss related to family members and loved ones, and job situations, or their own personal health, and really, wanting to use the book as one resource for how they can reset and recenter and find hope and kind of come back to those dreams and visions that they had before the circumstances of this year took over, and realizing that each of us has a larger purpose and a larger calling that is bigger than any one year or any set of disappointing circumstances, and how can we kind of tap back into that.
Mm. Wow, that's so powerful. So, could you share some actionable steps that readers can take to live a more purposeful life?
Yeah, as an extension of kind of highlighting how this year has been, so trying and so challenging. I think one of the things that tends to get us all is just the uncertainty, and how kind of fear and anxiety tend to uh, live off of uncertainty. And so one of the themes that I emphasize in the book is trying to control the controllables, and also recognizing that we are not alone. So I think practical ways of finding connection, even during times where we're more socially distanced and things like that, reaching out to loved ones and to friends, even if it's via text message or FaceTime, or sending a kind note to someone. I think finding opportunities to practice gratitude and practice connection realizing that none of us are alone through this process. And even if we're experiencing things differently on an individual level, there is someone out there for us that can help us navigate this, or at least be with us through this process. And so on a very practical level, thinking about ways of connecting to loved ones, spending time outdoors, getting some fresh air and nature, and just being able to move our bodies. I know a lot of us have been stuck on the computer and doing Zoom and doing virtual sessions, and that can be hard just in terms of a lot of strain on our eyes and just a lot of sedentary kind of sitting. And so finding ways just to create movement, whether that's taking a walk if the weather is nice enough outside, or doing some exercise, or doing things like meditation and yoga, which are nice kind of combinations of both physical movement as well as more of a spiritual centering for our minds. So just things that are going to get us moving, get us connected, and get us in a more hopeful place overall.
Wow. Some really profound information and suggestions and input there. So I know people are going to get a lot of value from the book itself. Do you happen to have a copy of the book with you?
Yes, I do. Thanks so much for asking. So here it is here, a prescription for living with purpose. It's available at all the kind of traditional online retailers and in some bookstores as well. And would love to connect with some of the readers and listeners personally also.
Amazing. Yeah. How can somebody get in touch with you today?
Yeah, I think social media is the best way to find me, both on Facebook and on Instagram. So my Instagram profile is AdamC_MD for medical doctor. I've got a public profile, so they can message me on Instagram, and also on Facebook, Adam Meadows in Atlanta, Georgia. I love hearing from people, and certainly readers and people that are on their own kind of personal development journey and looking for purpose. And so let's find a way to connect and help each other.
Too easy. So Instagram or Facebook, you guys can connect with Adam. And Adam, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today to talk about you and your journey and the book and some of the value that readers can get from it. We are so proud of you and your message, and congratulations again on your book launch.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support.